Magikarp Jump. My name's Mark.
I'm Colin.
And this is level 106 of the Warp Whistle podcast.
Mario Kart!
I almost completely forgot what level it was, even though it's literally on my screen and in my notes. I wrote 106. Like every single episode we do, I write the number on top of my notes just so I know. And when we start recording on GarageBand, up at the top it says level 106.
I never ever know what episode it is.
I know, but you don't have it in front of you twice. Why,
True.
You know, I do, and I still I froze. So.
Oh my god! I didn't know you could zoom out in
Magikarp Jump?
Just did this now. I'm at.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'm generation 13, and I just found this out.
Wow, you've been playing the heck out of that game. Do you want to talk about that first, or do you want to save that and talk about ARMS first? Where do you want to go?
Wherever you go.
Well, let's get ARMS out of the way, because you didn't play it this weekend.
I didn't play ARMS. I've been busy as hell. So
I only got one of the test punches and one match in another one. So Friday night, we were actually sitting home. We were watching a movie, and I completely forgot that the test punch was back on. And happened to go through Facebook and saw Lisa Goodman from the Secret Friends Unite podcast. There were a few people talking, and she said something, or she posted about playing ARMS or wanting to play ARMS this weekend. And I said, oh crap, completely forgot that was right now.
That's another thing. I was very busy, but I also forgot.
Yep. They didn't. So I have a few issues with how they did this test punch this weekend. But overall, I am much more positive on the game after this weekend. Last week,
Yeah, you were.
I don't know. I was in a weird mood.
Yeah,
I was in a weird place. I was very antisocial. I wanted to play either with my friends, or like I said, I wanted to play Pokemon just by myself and take my Pokemon team. I beat the game finally. I'm the champion. Did a few things afterwards. Went after a couple of the legendaries. So that's good. I've gotten that out of my system now, and I'm back to being friendly and not minding people online. And I had a great time. However, so I only got that one test punch in Friday. I played for a couple of minutes, maybe 1 or 2 rounds, and then the dog started scratching. Took her for a nice walk, and by the time I got back in, there was maybe 3 minutes left to the test punch, and I said, screw it. So I forgot most of it, played a match. But yeah, Lisa, thanks for almost reminding me to play ARMS. But I did get one Saturday, played the whole hour, and very, very much enjoyed myself. So they changed it up this week. They added Twintel as a playable character, which I think made the internet very happy. She's the one with the hair, arms,
yeah.
and the booty,
The butt.
Yep. So that was in the game.
Was it mostly? What's her name? Chantels.
Twintels.
Was
No,
it mostly Twintels?
to be honest, it wasn't. I really liked her as a character. I thought she had some great powers. She has
no
like
Ninjaro,
a floating,
or whatever his name was.
No, but she has a floating mechanism that. If you play it right, and you can start to judge whether the person that you're playing against is going to suspect that you're going to float a little bit, or you can just drop. Because if you hold and jump, she will float, or you can just jump normally and she'll drop down in a normal speed. So you can kind of fake people out and do one jump one time, and the float jump the next time, and that kind of thing. So it's kind of cool that. I don't know. I thought she had a good balance to her, and she was a strong fighter. So I used her a lot. I went back to Springman. I had a really, really great time. They added a few more modes this week, which is what I had a problem with. So again, I was pretty busy. Kind of forgot about it. This week was really busy. So I wasn't on social media. I wasn't on Twitter as much. But I don't know if Nintendo really pushed out that this weekend was going to be different than last weekend. I know they said you can play as Twintel, but I don't know. I didn't see anyway that Hoops was going to be an option. that there was going to be a boss match kind of thing where it was 3 people against one boss style kind of person, which was really cool. It was basically one of the fighters. So either like I faced Twintel one time and the goopy weird guy the next time, and it's them wearing a giant mask and they have like 8 arms.
Oh, cool.
And they go everywhere. So there's 3 of you trying to kind of surround him, but he's throwing punches left, right, and center, and it's really hard. It is an actual good challenge to try to all team up and take this thing down. So that was really cool.
Yeah, I didn't hear about any of these things.
Yeah, and target practice mode was the other one that they released this week. So that's you're facing off against 2 people. You have 2 people on your team. There's 2 people on the opposite side, and the targets are coming up from the center. You're trying to pop as many targets as you can while not getting hit from the people on the other side. It's a little bit more intense than it comes off, which I think is...
I guess he's being super annoying.
No, I really like that mode.
Oh.
I really thought it was good. I think that's the problem with ARMS overall. I think it doesn't show well. It doesn't even present well when you're talking about it and you're excited about it. It's like, this is awesome, this is great. And you look at a picture or a video or something like that, and it's not until you actually play it and you realize how much is behind that and how much balance and skill and judging what your other, like you said last week, I think you hit it right on the head, playing defensively and watching your opponent and watching what they're doing. And when I kept that in mind this weekend, I dominated.
Yeah, it's way better. But then once everyone starts doing that, it's going to be like kind of like the waiting game, which is strategic.
I had a great match in the Ramen Bowl this weekend.
I never played in the Ramen
Bowl. No, so they added some new stages too. So in the Ramen Bowl, and the 2 of us were basically circling each other, like just it was intense, just around the rim of the bowl, just circling back and forth, and one of us would throw a punch and the other person would dodge it, and one of us, like, it was the most strategic match I've played yet. And I kind of got fed up and went after him, but I ended up winning, just because I said, you know what, we can both play the waiting game, but one of us needs to be aggressive here.
Yep.
And what I did was we were circling the same way, like counterclockwise, I think, at first, and I shifted my direction and caused them to go down in the bowl, had the high ground, and just didn't let them back up. So it helped to be aggressive that time, but overall, I had such a good time this weekend. I cannot wait to get this in the Super Indie podcast community. And
so you're a complete 180 from last week.
100%. I'm in such a better mood. Bobby called me out right away. He was
You were cranky last weekend.
I really was.
Yeah,
I really and
I called you out on saying the Nintendo thing.
Yep.
You like snapped.
I know. I don't know what was going on last weekend. I really I openly admitted that when I listened back to the episode. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, it was fun.
And you called me out on it. Bobby called me out on it. And I'll openly admit I don't know what kind of mood I was in. I wanted to play Pokemon, and
you had them
left
sugar
alone.
lows.
I guess so. I don't know. Whatever it was, that's what it was. But I very much enjoyed ARMS this weekend. It is, yeah. It's on my purchase list now. I still haven't pre-ordered or anything. I will still wait to do because I'm not pre-ordering anything.
Check out this this $4 phone charger.
That is okay. So because we're an audio podcast, I'm going to describe that. Or do you want to describe it?
I can describe it.
Go ahead.
So it's like a little Pikachu phone charger.
Yep.
And his ears are actually the little tongs that go into the socket, the plug socket, or the outlet. Sorry.
Yep.
And then the USB plugs into his butt hole area.
Yep.
And then the cord goes into your phone, and it looks like it's really weird. It looks like he's trying to kill himself and has a cord plugged into his butt.
Looks like he's headbutting a wall with a phone plugged into his butt.
Yeah, there's like a little animation of him putting his ears into the socket, though.
That's probably not. I mean, it's Pikachu, so I guess he can't get electrocuted.
Yeah. It's like it's 29 Chinese yuan. I don't know. $4. No, that's Japanese.
Japanese. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
Anyway, so that's cool.
Order that. That's great. Okay, so that's it for ARMS. Unless you have anything else that you want to add.
I didn't play,
you
so
didn't play, yeah. Okay.
Nothing.
Before we move on, I do want to give a shout out to a listener of ours, Nick Fee Donovan. Sorry if I shouldn't say your last name. Anyway, Nick from Inganish. I don't know. I was talking to Ryan Pinn, the guy that made our drinking game and he said that he was doing some driving lessons with Nick, and somehow they got on to our podcast, and Nick said he was a fan, said his favorite game is Banjo-Kazooie, so he's old school, and I just wanted to give a shout out to Nick and say, yeah, what's up?
I'm actually surprised at how many people I hear now have Banjo-Kazooie as their favorite game. Like, I don't disagree with it, but I'm shocked at how many people like, and I do love that game, but
yeah,
as their favorite game of all time. It's pretty cool.
And it's a shame that it's not on a Nintendo system. I know you can get it in Rare Remix or whatever it is for the Xbox One.
Yeah, you can buy it just by itself on Xbox 360.
Yeah, but it is. I do wish that it would come home to Nintendo and just sit there and stay there for a little bit. Maybe, who knows? I mean, Microsoft has said they're willing to work with Nintendo on stuff. Maybe they're willing to throw that on the Switch Virtual Console. That'd be a great... Can you imagine saying, hey, we're going to have some N64 games, aside from the ones that you guys have already bought 100 times, we're bringing Banjo-Kazooie to the Switch eShop. I
could be pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Anyway, Nick, just wanted to thank you for listening and say Ingonish is one of our favorite spots for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, we were talking about Ingonish earlier before we started recording.
Yeah, I was going to go next Saturday, but probably can't now.
Yeah. Definitely going up throughout the summer. So if we see you there, that'd be cool. Be a little Warp Whistle meetup. Anyway, Nick, thanks for listening. Thanks for being awesome.
Yeah,
good game choice, Banjo-Kazooie. All right. Oh, actually, you know what? Before we go on to anything else, I also, while we're doing little shout-outs, I want to give one to Gary Gray. He posted a video today when we're recording. It's Sunday. I think he posted it today or maybe last night. Anyway, he's shutting down Broken Block, which makes me sad. But I know the community that we're in. I know that people love what Gary does. People love having Gary as guests on podcasts or contributors to anything that they can get him to get his hands on, basically. Us included. Gary's awesome. And I can't wait to see what he does next. I know animation. I've done animation before. I know, graphic design, film, animation. I posted on our YouTube channel today or on our Facebook page today and said I really have to step up the YouTube stuff just because it does take so long. Last week's episode took me over an hour to record all the footage. It was a 35-40 minute episode, so it took me 2 test punches to record footage of myself playing ARMS. Then I had to go through and edit it, put the transitions in, put the little animations in, and I could have just done a straight through, but I wanted it to be cool to watch. So I didn't want people to have to watch the waiting screens on the inside, like when you're waiting for a match to start. I just wanted it to be match after match after match after match, and that made me have to cut out a whole lot of stuff. So where you saw most of my matches, you didn't see all that filler and all that other crap that fills up the stuff. So it did take me like a few hours to get that 40 minute video out. And I know animation's even more taxing. So Gary, I do appreciate all the videos and all the work you do and all the stuff you do. You're awesome. I know you won't be away from the animation game for long, but I hope you can find something that works for you as far as like time constraints and all that kind of stuff goes. So yeah, Gary, you're great. Can't wait to see what you do next.
Gary Great.
Gary Gray is great. Great Gary Gray. I like that. It's a little almost. I'm gonna work that into a tongue twister or something like that. Anyway, Gary, you're great. Okay, let's go on. We mentioned Magikarp Jump. Let's talk about Magikarp Jump. We're both addicted to this very stupid game.
It's so dumb.
It's incredibly dumb. Anyone I've told about it gets addicted to it. So there's people at work that get addicted to it. There's just everyone. Here's some music. Yeah, Colin's got it on his phone. He's ready. Like, that's it.
Yep. This game is so dumb. It's makes no sense, really.
So I've been talking a lot this episode. You wanted to explain for anyone that hasn't jumped into this game.
Oh God,
I know, I'm terrible. Anyone that hasn't jumped into this game, it's on iOS or Android. It's free. Like the in-app purchases are not in your face at all. They're actually kind of hard to find.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain the basic premise of this?
Yeah. So basically, you're kind of a Pokemon trainer, but you live in a town that like worships Magikarp only, and you go and get your first Magikarp, and you just train them and like compete against other Magikarps to jump the highest. Whatever Magikarp jumps the highest wins. So the only Pokemon that you can actually do anything with is Magikarp. But you can get little side Pokemon buddies that will actually help you with things like leveling up. And you can get different colored Magikarps. Let me see if I can find the patterns.
There's a lot of patterns. And
that's one of the things.
Parts.
That's one of the things I like, but I also don't like the menu system because it's kind of hard to find stuff. Sometimes I always I don't know where anything is right now.
Some stuff's buried in like the settings menu. Other things buried in like the menu and the store menu. It's really weird. Some of like the achievements menu.
Yeah, I literally have no idea. Yeah. I'm currently using I got a gold Magikarp. His name is Gold Member.
That's great.
And so if you're playing it, you can zoom out, which I said I just discovered just by pinching the screen.
Yeah.
Very convenient because I didn't like how you had to scroll to go eat food. So yeah, basically you train and feed your Magikarp until he levels up. There's always a max level, but you can keep raising the max level. Mm-hmm. Once you get max level, you compete until you can't win anymore, and then you retire that generation and go fish and get a new Magikarp.
Yeah. So there are 2 levels. So there's your Magikarp level, but there's also your trainer level.
Trainer level, yeah.
So right now I'm a rank 16. I have a level...
Generation 16?
No, Generation 12.
Oh, rank 16.
I'm rank 16.
I'm also rank 16.
Okay. So I'm on my Generation 12 Magikarp. His name is Derpacarp.
Derpacarp.
Yep.
I've been naming them really stupid things like Magi or like Magi. Then just like Magikarp.
Okay.
Magikarp, spelt the proper way with a space in it.
Gotcha. I named a gold Magikarp Kesha, and I evolved her.
Oh yeah, you were saying this before. You can evolve them into Gyarados. I have no idea how to do this.
Okay, 30-second spoilers. If you do not want to know how to evolve Magikarp, you want to find out by yourself somehow. I don't know. Spoiler warning right now. Skip forward like 1 minute, 30 seconds, something like that. Okay, so to evolve your Magikarp, you need to tap on the Magikarp when it's in your little pool like 100 times or more. When you do that, an item that you don't know exists that you always have with you called an Everstone will break. When that Magikarp reaches level 20, it will evolve into Gyarados. If you evolve a golden Magikarp like you have right now, it will evolve into a red Gyarados. So Kesha evolved into a red Gyarados, and funny enough, while I was training her, this thing that made her evolve was the mini game called Timber. Couldn't make that up.
Oh god. I just played Timber actually. It's not even a mini game, it's just a training.
The training.
There's no mini games.
Yeah, spoilers over. That's how to evolve.
Well, hold on.
So,
what happens when he evolves? Spoiler's not over.
Okay, spoiler's not over. When he evolves, it just turns into a Gyarados, and you retire.
Retired.
You retire. Yeah.
So I'm so close to max level. Should I just Gyarados this guy?
I don't know if he automatically... I'm not really sure how that would work. Because you're over the level 20 mark, so maybe when you hit 26, it will evolve?
So I just keep tapping him.
That's it. That's all you do. So now spoilers over?
Yeah. Okay,
spoilers over. I don't even know how we're going to do that because people are going to be like, spoilers over, and then they're not going to hear spoilers.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Anyway, whatever.
It's a Magikarp jumping game.
That's accurate. I don't know how intense the spoilers are going to be for it. But yeah, it is super addicting. It is super stupid. Everstone cracked and broke. There you go. So, yeah, it's great. I love it for some stupid reason. I've been tweeting pictures from it. It's so dumb, but I love it. And I love that Nintendo's doing these weird... I mean, I know it's not directly Nintendo, Pokemon Company, whatever.
Did you click on the stupid TV and listen to this Magikarp song?
No. What?
So there's a TV up in the top left corner.
Sure.
You click on it, it will take you to a YouTube video of a Magikarp song, and this little girl singing a Magikarp song. It is the dumbest, greatest song ever. I suggest, even if you don't want to play this stupid game, just YouTube the Magikarp song.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to try to add that to the end of this episode.
Like the song?
Yeah.
Have you heard? Wait till you hear it.
No, I haven't. But
I'll play it for you after
It's
this.
going to be at the end of this episode. That I'm determined.
Maybe
to
I
do
can
that
give a
right
little
now.
quick sample. So
No, don't
like
even.
2 seconds.
Don't even, because I'm just adding the whole thing right to the end of this episode. So be warned, this episode's going to end with a terrible song. I hope you're ready for that. So I love that Nintendo's doing weird things, and the Pokemon Company. I love that they're just doing weird stuff on mobile. There's a rumor this week, or I don't even know if it's a rumor or confirmed or whatever. Zelda is coming to mobile.
People are talking about like it's confirmed, but I don't know
Right.
if it actually is.
I can't remember. I can't be bothered looking it up. What would you like from a Zelda mobile game? Do you have any ideas?
You go first.
Okay. My idea for a Zelda mobile game, what I would like to see is a direct tie-in to Breath of the Wild. And I want it to be a tower defense game where you are setting up your guardians, you're setting up your champions with their beasts and all that kind of stuff, and you have different guardians, different champions, and different platoons of guards. So almost Advance Wars meets Zelda meets tower defense, and you're protecting it from these Calamity Ganon, Bokoblins, and all this kind of stuff. And it's never ending because we all know how it ends with Calamity Ganon winning. So you are playing that final battle, the final defense of Hyrule, and you play up until you lose. And when you lose, that is when
Well, just to see how far you can get because you can never actually win.
Exactly. So how long can you hold off Ganon? And that's the thing. It's constantly trying to top your high score and trying to do this. And you can get, level ups, and that will continue on your progress, kind of like Magikarp Jump. It keeps, you keep going up and up and up in your skills, and then you can keep making it further and further along this game, but it never ends because you always lose, because that's the lead-in to Breath of the Wild.
Cool.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. I think I would rather see a puzzle-based game. I don't know exactly what, but just kind of like the old style, or even like the trials.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Different kinds of trials. I know you can't really control a person very well, so I think it would have to be just like touchscreen kind of puzzles.
Well, did you play the Uncharted game for mobile?
No.
Uncharted Treasure Hunt, something like that. Basically, you start off as Nate, and you draw a path for him to follow. There's different obstacles, but you have to do different things within this little stage, and it's all like grid puzzle based.
Yeah.
And solve the path and hit this button and shoot this thing and hit
so yeah,
this
that's
thing,
the kind of stuff.
and then grab the crystal at the end or whatever prize it is at the end.
Exactly, yeah. And then
Cool.
the
Yeah,
further,
that'd be great.
the more levels you get, like the more items you get
Yep.
to solve other puzzles that you've possibly already been at to get a second path.
Cool.
So I think it would be pretty cool that way. Or even like Hitman Go and Lara Croft Go. Is it called? Yeah.
Yep.
It's not called Tomb Raider Go.
No, Little Craft.
Yeah, those games are really cool. So
Neat.
Zelda Go or Link
I
Go.
really like that puzzle solving idea, because it's basically the dungeons of a Zelda game condensed, and Nintendo's been really good at condensing those things. If you look at like Fire Emblem, that's a great example of they have condensed a full Fire Emblem game into its most basic premise and put that on a phone in a way that it really works very, very well.
I'd also like you to be able to, I guess, with your puzzle stuff, maybe win some treasures or find some treasures along the way, and maybe build your own Hyrule.
Oh, cool.
Not like Mario Run.
Right.
That's way too basic.
Okay.
Like the Mushroom Kingdom stuff. That's just almost throwaway to me. But if you could like build your own Hyrule and it was in like kind of 8-bit top-down view style, and you could just kind of click on different places, like, oh, I'm gonna go to the Milk Cafe, or maybe you can unlock songs and stuff. Like, I think there's a lot they could do with it.
Combine both of our ideas, and the way you get more stuff for your tower defense is by getting Link to go out and solve these puzzles and getting upgrades for Hyrule Castle, that then you can say, okay, Link just found this weapon, we're going to use this to increase our archery towers.
Yeah.
Link just found this beast, he's going to be able to shoot a laser at these bokoblins.
Yeah.
I like that. We just combined a great idea.
That'd be pretty awesome.
I think that's a little bit more intense than usually these
I know they won't go
Nintendo
that
games
intense, yeah.
seem to be like one specific like, boiled down focus kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I think that'd be really cool. I'd love that.
And then the town thing, I also would like them to take, like, make it not real, like, not just regular townspeople. Like, you could unlock, like, the humanized version of Midna to be walking around your town, and like all these other characters that just would never be in the same town.
Cool.
I just think that would be kind of fun.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's basically all I had to talk about. We're really quick today.
Now we got a little bit more. Nintendo Online.
Oh man, yeah, completely forgot about that.
Probably the biggest thing this week.
Yeah. Okay. So Nintendo Switch Online. You called this. You announced it.
Well, no, I don't even know the exact word. So you have it in front of you.
All right. Basically, it got delayed, just like you said,
till 2018.
2018. However, it's still coming free this summer, so those plans have not changed. We're just getting to test it for a few more months, which is good for me.
That's fine.
The longer I go.
I didn't read all of it, so I didn't know that.
Yes. So you'll be able to. Here's from Nintendo's their website. Free until 2018. You'll be able to play compatible co-op and competitive games online by signing in with your Nintendo account. Something weird about that. You'll be able to play compatible co-op and competitive games online. So I'm guessing they're not talking about like the voice chat kind of thing, because. So the next part, they do talk about the voice chat, and they say you'll be able to set appointments and do all that stuff that they already talked about, but with friends during online matches in compatible games. So this to me sounds like it's not quite going to be like a party chat. Like I can't be playing Zelda and you be playing whatever Thumper, and both of us be chatting.
Yeah.
It sounds like you might have to be playing the same game or something.
Sucks.
I don't know. It's kind of weird, and I don't know how they'll control that with an app. With something that's not directly on your system. It seems I'm so curious to see how they're going to do this. They did say officially a free limited version of the app will be available for download summer 2017, and they've announced already that that's coming with Splatoon. So,
when's Splatoon out?
July, I can't remember the exact date. Anyway.
How about that Splatoon headset?
Do you want to talk about that?
No, I don't.
Third-party accessory. I don't know if that's an official thing. It looks cool because it looks exactly like the one in the game. Look-wise, I'm in. I think it's way too many wires. I think it's a clunky, ugly kind of setup. I really don't even know who it's for. It's a showcase of why this app run chat system is clunky.
Yeah.
To me. Now I don't know. There might be a more elegant solution. I'm waiting for Nintendo to actually, because this is by Hori, right?
Oh, I thought it was by Nintendo. I didn't read a whole lot into it.
No, it is licensed, but it's a Hori product. It's a Splatoon licensed product by a third-party company, which is why I don't want to pass too many judgments on it. Aside from it looking cool, because it looks like you just grab that item right from the game, which I'm a fan of. That's cool. Anyway, they did change some stuff about how they're going to be doing the virtual console games.
Yes.
This gets me excited because the games are not going to disappear anymore after a month.
Oh.
The subscription will get subscribers will get to download a compilation of classic titles with added online play, such as Super Mario Bros. 3, Balloon Fight, and Dr. Mario.
Oh, do you know what all three of those are from?
NES.
NES Classic.
Right.
I wonder if that has anything to do with the production stopping.
Well, they did say that this online game selection with the added stuff is not going to affect their plans for Virtual Console. So there still will be apparently a traditional Virtual Console.
This is so confusing.
It's super confusing. I'm hoping that they come out just ready to explain it all at E3. You'll also get eShop deals, so you're going to get discounts just like PS Plus or anything else. Pricing, they've announced pricing. 1 month is $3.99, 3 months is $7.99, and a 12-month 1-year subscription is $19.99. Those are all U.S. prices, so do your adjustments as follows. I didn't do the conversion for Canadian prices, but it's like, what, $25 I think a year?
Something around maybe 27, I don't know. Not worried about that.
So that's it. So that's what they're going to be doing. And like I said, the first time when they announced these classic games, they said you're going to get to try something for a month, and it's going to go away, and then you get to buy it if you want it. They're not doing that anymore. It's working just like PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live. You get this game, and you keep it for as long as you're a subscriber.
They do work set differently, though, so I'm curious as to which one they're following. Xbox Live, you keep the games forever.
I think this is a PlayStation Plus model.
Okay.
As long as you're a subscriber, you get these games. So
cool.
Exactly, PlayStation Plus, they're copying that. And for $20-$25 a year,
yeah,
I'm 100% okay with that. That is great.
I'm sure I can afford $25 a year for the rest of my life.
Well, a couple of people in the group were even saying, like, I'd prepay 3-5 years, whatever. You know, because really, prepaying 3 years of this is like 1 year worth of Xbox Live or PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
So yeah, why? Like, I would 100% prepay like 3 years because I'm not gonna get rid of my Switch anytime soon.
I wonder if they'll have that option where it's just like, 3-year subscription or something.
Who knows? Who knows? It'd be smart because you see a 3-year subscription next to a 1-year subscription for the other ones, and it's the same price or around the same price, and you're like, why wouldn't I get a Switch with a 3-year subscription and all these great games and online and all this kind of stuff? Like, it makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a bunch of stuff on Nintendo's websites, a lot of things that are with the online. So the things that they're highlighting are online gameplay, online lobby, and voice chat app, classic game selection, which they're still working on a name, so that's going to have a super name like a eShop or virtual console or classic selection and classic selects, whatever it's going to be. Their product name subject to change, and Nintendo eShop deals. So the things that you're still going to be able to get access to no matter what, if you subscribe or not, are eShop, registering and managing friends, sharing screenshots to social media, and the parental control app.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, online play, will you still be able to play the games that launched online prior to this being out? Like, so prior to Splatoon, like Splatoon is launching with this app. I'm guessing it's going to be tied into this online service.
Assuming like Mario Kart?
Mario Kart and ARMS. Are you going to be able to go on, even NBA Playgrounds, which is getting a free update, and Switch owners, if you buy it before the update, you get Shaq Fu for free this fall. Just saying that for anyone that's on the fence. The update seems like it's going to fix all the problems I personally had with the game. Can't wait for the update. Can't wait for Shaq Fu for free.
Shaq Fu's going to be so bad.
It doesn't matter. It's a free game. It's great. Anyway, I'm wondering, will Mario Kart work? Will NBA Playgrounds work once the online's patched in? Will ARMS work with this? Or is it just going to be
I hate that we have to even
forward?
question that.
It's weird, right?
Like, are other games going to work online when the things like launches? Like, that's never been a thing that anyone would think about on a console.
No, everyone launches with it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. My guess is that everything's going to shut down.
Yeah.
It's gonna. You want to play Mario Kart? Pay for it. And again, it's $20 a year, so who cares? But I'm curious. So.
I was just thinking, I don't think you can play the Magikarp song without getting hit. Pokemon and Nintendo copyright.
Man, if Nintendo starts paying attention to our podcast,
doesn't matter. They can track it. I'm just gonna read some of the lyrics.
Okay.
Magikarp song lyrics. Totally pathetic, unreliable, known throughout the world for being super weak. Maybe in ancient times it was really strong. That's what the rumors say, but they're probably wrong. But now it's so weak, the weakest in the land. So weak that it's sad. Really, really sad. The weak Pokemon, that's you, Magikarp. But though you're the weakest, still you've won my heart. Oh, weak Pokemon, my love for you is strong. Honestly, it's magical. You've survived for this long.
I don't even care. If we get shut down next week, I'm playing this song. I don't care. Like, I'll start a new podcast. We'll be the whatever, like... I don't even care. I'm going to take that risk because
this is
I need
posted
to
by
hear
the
this.
official Pokemon YouTube page.
That's fantastic. Oh, man. I got to go find this song and see if I can post it. Do you have anything else to add?
No, just Magikarp stuff.
So E3 is just right around the corner. We'll be hopefully getting some more information about the online service, the voice chat app, all the official stuff. So before we pass any judgment, ARMS is launching really, really soon. So we'll have some, hopefully, impressions on the full game and all that kind of stuff. But for all things Warp Whistle, join us on our Facebook group. Warp Whistle Gaming. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram, _Warp Whistle. Subscribe and rate us on iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, Acast, wherever you listen to your podcasts. And as always, thank you so much for listening.
Bye.